Assalamu alaikum students, this is Sir Abdul Samad Khan, and today we are going to discuss some other topics from the chapter matrices for grade 10 matriculation. So let's get started. Okay, multiplication of matrices. So in this lecture, first of all, we are going to learn that how can we multiply two matrices and what are the conditions. Two matrices can be multiplied if and only if the number of columns of the first matrix is equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. This is the condition that you need to understand and that you need to remember, that if this condition will not fulfill, you are not allowed to multiply any two matrices. For example, okay, if I'll ask you that what is the order of matrix A, you will tell me that the order of this matrix is 2 by 2. Okay, and the order of the matrix B is 2 by 1. So the order of matrices A and B are 2 by 2 and 2 by 1 respectively. Okay, we can see that matrix A have 2 columns and matrix B have 2 rows. So in this case we can multiply matrix A and matrix B. Okay, so the first thing that you need to understand and that you need to remember is that if the number of column of the first matrix and the number of the rows of the second matrix are same, then you are allowed to multiply two matrices. Example number 1. Now let us take matrix A with the elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and matrix B with the elements 1, 3, 5 and 6. And as we know that both the matrices have the same order, that means the number of columns of matrix A is 2 and the number of rows of matrix B is also 2. So it can be multiplied and we are allowed to multiply these two matrices by this. Okay, now first of all you need to understand one more thing, and that thing is we have to multiply the row of the first matrix with the column of the second matrix. That means first row will multiply with the first column in this direction. Okay, first element will multiply with the first element and second value or the second element will multiply with the second element. So the multiplication will become somehow like this. Okay, row to column, 1 times 1 plus 2 times 5. Similarly repeat this step for the second column, first row then second column, 1 times 3 plus 2 times 6. Okay, we will multiply rows to columns in the matrices. Similarly the second row will multiply with the first row, like 3 times 1 plus 4 times 5, and the second row will finally multiply with the second column by 3 by 3 plus 4 by 6. Okay, now you just need to multiply and add the values and you will get the answer. 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 5 is 10, 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 6 is 12, 3 times 1 is 3, 4 times 5 is 20, 3 times 3 is 9 and 4 times 6 is 24. Now 1 plus 10 is 11, 3 plus 12 is 15, 3 plus 20 is equals to 23 and 9 plus 24 is equals to 33, and that's our final answer for the multiplication of these two matrices. Example number 2. Okay, now matrix A have the same order 2 by 2, but matrix B now have the order 1 by 2. That means the number of column of matrix A is 2 and the number of rows of matrix B is 1. That means they don't have the same number of columns and rows, so it cannot be multiplied with each other. Okay, since the number of columns of matrix A and the number of rows of matrix B are not same, therefore product of matrix A and matrix B is not possible. Okay, simple is that when the number of columns of first matrix and the number of rows of the second matrix does not match, then you are not allowed to multiply the matrices. Okay, so in this case multiplication or the product is not possible. Determinant of a matrix. A number that is associated with a square matrix is called a determinant of a matrix. For example, let us take matrix A with the elements A, B, C and D. Okay, so if we are asked to find out the determinant, so we need to apply the formula A determinant of A is equals to AD minus BC. We need to multiply the values in cross, like A will multiply with D and B will multiply by C. So this, you can also say that this is the formula to calculate the determinant of any matrix. And this is how can you symbolically write the matrix determinant. Sorry, these are these two modulars represent the determinant of any matrix. Okay. Now example number 3. Okay, in example number 3 we have set A with the same elements 1, 2, 3 and 4 in the order 2 by 2, and we have asked to find out the determinant of matrix A. So first of all we need to write this matrix in the form of determinant, number 1, and number 2, in the second step we need to apply the formula, that is AD minus BC, which I have told you in the previous slide. Okay, then this position, this value is at the position of A, second is at the position of B, 3 is at the position of C, and D is at 4 is at the position of D. So it means 1 will multiply by 4, then 2 will multiply by 3, like this. Okay, so 1 times 4 is 4, minus 2 times 3 is 6, and when will you subtract 4 from 6, we will get the answer minus 2, negative 2, and that's our answer for the determinant of matrix A. Okay, singular and non-singular matrices. If the determinant of a matrix is 0, then the matrix is called a singular matrix, otherwise non-singular matrix. For example, okay, in this case we have matrix A with the elements 6, 4, 3 and 2, and we need to know that whether this matrix is a singular matrix or a non-singular matrix. So first of all we are going to find out the matrix, the determinant of this matrix by applying the same formula, AD minus BC. AD means 6 times 2 minus BC means 4 times 3. So 6 times 2 is 12, minus 4 times 3 is also 12, and when we subtract 12 from 12 we will get the answer 0. That means the determinant of this matrix is 0, and the statement states that if the determinant of any matrix is 0, so that kind of a matrix is known as a singular matrix. That means matrix A in this case is a singular matrix. Okay. Okay, finally adjoint of a matrix. What is the adjoint of a matrix? Consider a matrix A of order 2 by 2, as we have seen, like matrix A contains the elements A, B, C and D, and it has the order 2 by 2. Now adjoint of a matrix is then adjoint of a matrix denoted as adjoint A, ADJ is the short form of adjoint, is obtained by interchanging the elements in the principal diagonal and changing the sign of the other elements, like this. Principal diagonal is known as the diagonal, as we have discussed in the previous lecture. It is also known as the leading diagonal as well. Okay, the diagonal which moves from left to right. Okay, this diagonal is known as the leading diagonal or the principal diagonal. So the values or the elements, when they're going to interchange with each other, A will be in the at the position of D and D will be at the position of A. Okay, that means they interchange their positions, and other than AD, all the values when change their signs. Okay, B, it is a positive B, it will become negative B, and this one is positive C, it will become negative C. So this kind of solution is known as the adjoint of that matrix. Okay, so that's all from today's video. Inshallah ta'ala, we'll meet you in the next lecture with some other topics from the chapter of matrices. So till the next time, thank you so much for watching, and Allah Hafiz.